Yes. Oh my god, bruh. Not sure if anyone's gonna watch. Because if not, okay. What are we going to do in these live streams? We are going to critique any of your art if anyone's watching. If not, then I'm just going to draw my commissions, my work. I have shit to do. If anyone's watching here, say hello, please. Today's Friday night. I hope anyone's having a good day. Yeah, there's a bit of artwork we need to critique here. Like I have three. I just put it on the freaking Photoshop first. Bruh. Bro, let me copy this. Okay. Yo, what's up, everyone? Oh. Let me also open up my commissions. Which one is it? Yeah. If anyone's watching. Yo, hello. Akvat. We are now doing a critique of you guys' artwork. If you haven't already, you can send your artwork on Discord channel critique, or the critique channel. Yeah. Otherwise, we're going to like, I don't know, I'm just going to be drawing, to be honest. Nothing crazy. Oh, that's unfortunate. No, I wanted to critique these people's artwork, but like, they're not in the live stream. I don't know, whatever. I think it's still going to be interesting to see how we can improve the artwork, no? Yeah. Yeah, we're going to improve this artwork somehow. Just these three. So, first up, Immer, aka Ever, is asking about coloring and rendering. I always feel like it ends up flat, or could be more interesting. Wait, let me just. Okay. Flat or more interesting. Or could be more interesting. Yeah. So, we're just going to start right away. Let me turn on my AC first. So, the thing that we're going to do first is we're just going to separate the character from the background to make things easier for us. like boom, boom. And now we have the background, and we can just like fill in first. Are you watching this live stream? Is the one asking the critique watching the live stream? But oh well. We're going to send like the finished artwork later, and they can see the live recordings. Yeah. Hi Fabian. Yeah. So we're doing a critique of this artwork. Man! Coloring and rendering. I always feel like it ends up flat or could be more interesting. Yeah, so the problem also, this is just my opinion, okay? This is just my opinion of how I do things. And you can see like the artwork that I make. And if you want to learn from me, then go ahead, listen to what I have to say. So, here's the thing. How to improve coloring and rendering. It's flat and could be more interesting. Well, that's because you need to actually define where the lighting actually is. Okay? Now, we know the lighting actually comes from the right side. From the right side, right? The lighting comes from the right side based on the shading on here, the shadows here. So that's a good thing. But you haven't decided on the story yet, okay? There is lighting over here, but why? There's no story here. When you want to make an artwork, to make it look good, you need to understand why you do it. I feel like I've heard of some quotes that says like, if you know why, you can bear anyhow. Something like that. So there haven't been any story of why the lighting should be over here, of why you're shading it the way it is, or why the background is like this. Why is this background like two tones like that? And a story could be anything. It doesn't have to like, oh, this bad girl is like, this cops is trying to like catch some criminals or something, although it could. But there needs to be intentions. Or maybe we're just making the character's background pure white because you want to like make it pop more. The most important thing is like you are intentional with the why you do things, okay? But here they're asking coloring, rendering, how to make it more interesting because it's flat. So first of all, we're going to make the lighting the same as you before, which is like over here, right? But we need to have reference, okay? We need to have reference of the kind of story that you want, okay? So the previous artwork is like grayish. I don't know, maybe it could be raining. Cinematic grayish, raining. We could be doing that. So let's just find a reference of other people's artwork that we can learn from. You know, we're trying to learn from everyone here. This. Do you think this like kind of the kind of look that you were going for? Oh, I know. Maybe it's something like Detroit Become Human screenshot. There's a bit like raining, right? Something like this. Something like this. Or like some artist studies which have the color that the kind of color that you want, right? Yeah, because I don't know why people don't want to use reference. Maybe they want to feel like they can do it without reference, but it's going to be difficult. Anyways, moving on. you need reference of at least the kind of color that you want, okay? Oh wait. Now we have this, right? We have this, which kind of the similar color. Let's find another one again. This one. I don't know who draws this, but we can use the color as reference, you know? This one is also really good. Is this John Wick or what? This is very cinematic, right? You want it to be more interesting. So let's try copying the color, like all of the color that exists here and here. Of course, it would be better if you pick your own color, right? You're trying to find out your own, but you can also just like color pick it if you want to learn about it, because you're still learning, bruh. You're still learning. We are learning here. See? It's just a little bit of like picking the color that these people studies of the thing that they define as cinematic and like good. And mind you, this is a study of a movie. This is a study of a movie screenshot stills, which inherently already cinematic, which you can just copy and steal from. Anyways, the drawings. I know the person want to like include both of these characters, right? But the way you position this, you need to make sure there is intent behind it. Okay, let me show you. I have like a freaking watermark of my own art, right? Watermark of my own art. Where is it? If I can find it. This, which kind of helps me with compositions. I'm going to add like a layout too, to know which the middle. Boom. Clear, guys. And we can see that, at least I can see that the character is way too, how to explain it? Way too, I don't know. I myself think it could be composed better. Man, I'm trying to explain. It's difficult. I'm trying to like figure out what needs to be improved, but also talk it out, like presenting it, bruh. Give me a break, okay? Like you see here, I don't know. I find it hard to explain, but we're just adding a little bit of like the top part over here. It changes how you perceive the artwork, like those small changes, you know. Maybe if you just make it bigger, or make it more like cinematic, something like this, landscape, right? That's what I mean. It's like little changes in like how you angle stuff, changes things. Anyways, we decided to increase the length of the compositions to this much. And it's a bit of tricks to there's a bit of trick to like make sure the character actually fits in the scene. So now you see that the character here is way too out of focus. It's like it doesn't belong to the wallpaper, to the background. Here. Let's add some kind of like glowing or something. So it's kind of like at night scene. At least some blur, you know. Okay, now that we have this, the way for you to make the character blends in with the background is either you can use like something like multiply, and then you pick the color of the background, put the brush into like 50%, and just lock the transparency, and you can do this. Or if you're feeling like rebellious, you want to add your own color, you can just move it around. See? Now it's more cohesive. Like, look at this, the before, the after. There's actually looks like there's story to it, you know? I hope you understand a bit what I'm saying, right? There's now story to what we're doing here. Let me see. Now this is the before, this is the after. Right? So let's try copying this color, which I assume is like a movie screenshot that's like used as a photo study, as a still studies by other artists. So we're going to change to overlay and make sure that the whole character is kind of like bluish green. Okay, boom. Now we're going to make some color dodge and add some red color to this side over here. I don't know, we're still experimenting whether we want to use red or something like warm color like over here, like yellow and stuff. Let's try. Let's change to hard light or something. Do you think it's better? Do you think it's better? What do you think? I see a lot of people it's very important for me since I struggle with it. Yes, you can also commission someone to make your watermark if they end up struggling. Hello, hi Toasty. If you want to get your artwork critique, you can join the Discord server. Let me show the Discord server. I haven't shared it, no? Copy this. Let's put in the chat here and pin it. Yes, moving on. Do you think this is better than this? Who knows? But we have a backup over here. We have a backup. So we can try maybe make the color actually like blue or something. And then the right side is kind of like orange or something. Like, let's try copying this, where this is kind of like blue and then this is kind of like yellow. Okay, you have that. Change the overlay and make sure like it's a bit more yellowish. We're experimenting, seeing which one we like. Right? Which one do you think you like? This is a matter of like personal preference. It also depends on the story. Maybe you want to show like nighttime and it's kind of cold, it's raining, but there is still some kind of like a shop, a warm tone. There's some kind of like bakery or something on the right side, signifying there is like warmness, you know? Or maybe you could use something like this, where there is like a police car on the left side with their sirens on, with their left color here. See, like the artwork can go so many ways. Do you think so? Hi Toasty. Yo my Toasty. You can join the Discord server, and if you have artwork that you want to improve and critique on, you can definitely go here. I appreciate you guys going here. So now Which one do you want me to improve? Or this one or this one? Or maybe both. Let's do both. So the next thing is, I think this artwork is almost kind of finished, no? But of course the background can be different depending on like, you know, the color on the character. Maybe there's more like warm tone over here. There's like some kind of freaking bakery on the right side, and there is some other light on the left side. But I think I want to go with this one, no? I think this one is much more dramatic. Yeah. And if you see me doing a lot of painting that I don't explain why, like maybe I'm adding this or this, like I want you to understand that a lot of these things are like instinctual. Sometimes I don't realize I'm doing it, but I just done it because I think like it would make the artwork better, but I don't necessarily know like why I do it, you know. So just a heads up. So I think we're going to make this like a crime scene where the cops, the characters are like walking around the crime scene. Let's make this raining. I have a rain brush. Where is it? Let me just search it. I have a rain brush that's going to be very helpful. Boom. Boom. I think it's too much. We're going to make the color much more prominent, like on the reference. See? We're going to add some kind of like police car on the background with the siren and stuff. Blue and lighting. Let's add some kind of like a hint of like cars on the background. Boom. And red and blue lights in the background for like, yeah, the police cars. I think based on my observation and experience. It's okay. We are learning here. Also, a lot of the things that I say is, even if there is some kind of like objective knowledge about art and stuff that I learned, if it goes through me, now it becomes subjective because the objective truth of how to make a good art went through me, and now there's subjectivity on how I think is a good art, you know. So yeah, I can say that I learned a lot, but it's still like my subjective opinion. But if you want to learn from me and see how I see things, you are very welcome to watch these channels and learn how we do things in here. Moving on to the cars. Let's continue painting the the car. Wait, color dodge. Because the color dodge gives like some kind of like sorry, got something distracted. Yeah, color dodge gives like really nice transitions to stuff. I don't know how to draw a car. How do you draw a car? Now there's also going to be like some kind of glowing here. I'm going to draw this on the background. So that it's kind of like blur glow, you know. And we're also going to like, let me see, how does the color look? Yeah, that does not look good. So sometimes you cannot just like color pick the color and hope that it would look good, you know. Like of course there's like a lot of different context matters. Context really matters. Because maybe the guy's skin tone is different. The whole mood is different, color grading is different. So you need to actually kind of you kind of like to analyze the things that you want to apply. So in this, like maybe we can add just a little bit of bluish. I'm also going to add like some shadows over here. Maybe not, because it's bad. Yeah, I don't think so. It's going to become like muddy and kind of removes the style. So let's flip the artwork. Wait, why do I feel like the artwork looks better flipped? Do you think so? Let me just like color touch this. Let me make some harsh light. Let me make some harsh lighting. Like this, boom. Or maybe a little bit more harsh. Boom. 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 Oh my god, it looks good. Hey guys, so join the Discord server if you haven't. How many people are watching? 5 people are watching. So let's improve this further. Let's just add some here. Boom. 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 Let's make it on this side. Boom. A little bit of hints of like color here. Boom. 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 See? It's way better now. Boom. Over here. We need a harsh lighting. We need a light that's like really hard. Like this. Boom. Maybe too much. Nice. Boom. Yes. A little bit of hints of color here. Boom. Let me see. See, it's way better now. Darker. Color dodge. Boom. Let's make the light looks like it's bleeding to the streets. Like there's a door over here. Boom. Look at that. That's insane. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's crazy. Let me look at you the before. The before, after. Before, after. Okay. Boom. Copy this. Oh yeah. I think we're finished here. And we're going to post-process this into a layer. One layer, and then wait. No. Boom. Duplicate it all, merge it all, and then we're just going to like post process this, add some like finishing touches. Wait, let me delete the excess thing. Okay, filter, camera filter, change the exposure, contrast, more contrast or less contrast, I don't know. More highlight or no highlight? I think it's better like this, no? Darker, no? Yeah, darker is way better. Make the whole thing a bit normal, white. Let's make this moody. Let's make it a lot of this dark. Color. Tint. Make it a bit purplish. Vibrance, no. Effect. Sharpen it up. Give less clarity, I guess. Dehaze it. I don't know what that does. Grain. Vignette. Color mixer. The red. Should I increase the saturation? Brightness. Oh, I think it's better like this. It's much more contrasty. Blue. More saturation. Yeah, just experimenting, bro. Doesn't do anything. Yeah, let's just finish this. Boom. Add some your wallpaper, watermark, I mean. Boom, and then we can add finishing touches. Like this part over here. You can add like brighter color. I think I'm going to cut a bit from the bottom. Boom. Yes, way better. Let's color grade it again. I don't know, maybe we can find something else. Let's get some preset if we have. Do you have a preset? I don't know. Oh. Let me see. This is kind of like playing with filters. I don't know how to explain. Either this or this. Let me try this. Okay. So it's kind of like automatic stuff. So we can like reduce the opacity to get a bit of the color. Yes. Look at this. Look at the before after. Before after. What do you guys think? Looks like we improved it, no? You can join the Discord on pinned comments, message, send there. Wait, there's so much message. How to send my artwork? You can send here, Discord server here. Look at this, with the before, after. Let's zoom in. Before, before, after. Don't you think that it looks like a movie now? I think so. It went from this, and we didn't even change the style. We still kept the original style, but made sure there is story around it. Yeah. That's crazy. And we can still improve it even further, dude. Like this one over here, there is still going to be red that could show. I mean, if you're going to like render it all the time, maybe it can. I mean, you obviously can. Boom. Yeah. Let's export this and give it to the guy. Let me see. Just going to like add study. Like if I can write better, holy shit. Study or critique? I think it's critique, no? Let's make it more aesthetic, bruh. But make sure it's like readable. Is it readable? I don't think so. Whatever. Let's export this. Who sent it? It's for Immer. Boom. Next artwork. Who are we going to improve now? This guy. Let's go put it here. Bruh. Anyways, let's put it here. The guy wants to critique on rendering, and someone responds, very clean work. Oh shit. The shading is a bit off. Is the rendering that's off. But other than that, you're doing great. The direction of the light is inconsistent. You shouldn't get that much light on the inner portions. Okay? And it seems like it's coming from the right. Okay. Yeah, hello. Draw faces, what else should I learn? I think you should learn, like, studying. I mean, yeah, the 5 thing is like important, right? Anatomy, perspective, color, and compositions. But I think it would be better for you if you were to just like, have this. Let's say you have someone's artwork like this, and then you put it side to side. Let's put it on the right side. And then you try to imitate it. You try to copy it. I think you're going to learn way more. Like you try to come up with how did they make the artwork like that, and you can always like color pick it. I started learning how to draw like that, by the way. Maybe color here. It's going to be difficult, but like at least you will be learning, Something like this. You try your best to like copy it. Of course, this is like a big subject, right? But you can always copy something like this. Hey, you can always copy something like this. Here. Copy this. I mean, that's what I started doing, You can just like pick the color here. Then you have the hair. How can I make sure the proportion looks good? But this is more like a painterly style, like I don't even sketch here. But it's just to like show, to train your eyes to see for perspective, Of course, it will be better if you have also a sketch. This is what I did before, so that you're able to see the color, you're color picking it, so that you're able to see what color are being used. It doesn't even have to be like complex painting, just something you can study on. See, the color is different, bro. You are able to see this color over here. Make sure you try your best so that the proportion looks okay or similar. Maybe you can like color pick it. So much thing you can do, And then you can try to sketch your way. This may not look like, what is it called? Pretty, but you're learning. And you're trying to see the proportion and stuff, so that you can learn. This is literally what I did before. This may look like kind of small things, but this literally trains your eyes to see things for what they actually are, like this nose over here. Maybe the proportion is a bit off. You can always like fix it like this. Right? And maybe you can try using like airbrush to finally get that smooth transitions. You can fix the proportion again. Right? Or maybe you have your own way of like copying. Maybe you use Sketch first. Whatever is fine, as long as you try to like replicate it as much as you can, as close as you can. See? See? Let's see the trace. Very similar, right? When you do that, you're going to train your eyes to be able to like train proportion, like color. Granted, we color picked it, but we're still learning, you know. We keep improving. Yeah. Anyways, let's move on to the next artwork. So here's the thing, yeah. With this artwork, is, you know, it's just not pleasant to look at. I'm sorry if that's harsh, but there is just nothing that's like, looking at it makes you feel like pleasant things. Is that harsh? Hey. Okay. So the advice that I would have is that you should actually be looking at references, bruh. What things that kind of invites you. On my honest opinion, it's just not pleasant to look at. And I know that's a subjective things, but at least you need to look at it and compare it. Yes, I said the word compare. I know you shouldn't compare, but this is for your own good to be able to know what artwork is not necessarily good, but something that you like, okay? Something that you like, that interests you. So let's look at some character drawing that is maybe something that you would like. That's kind of resemblance this artwork, you know. Is the fabric seems a bit too stiff? Yes, it is a bit too stiff. But I think it's a bit too later in the improvement stage. Like that's considered something like rendering, right? Where you kind of try to make it look realistic. But the bigger problem right now is to make sure the artwork is overall like pleasant to look at. The compositions, the color that you're going to use, the lighting, the story, right? So let's look at our work that could maybe look good for them. Maybe this. Maybe because the background is dark, right? We're going to like try to find things that are dark, but looks like it has fire in it. Maybe something like this. Let's copy this. Let's find again. Something like this. Let's copy this. You know, I'm guessing the color is going to be like fire. I don't know. It's like elemental fire. I don't know. Maybe something like this. It's a bit more. Oh no, it's not focused. Whatever. We're going to use this anyway. Maybe something like this. Oh yeah, this is pretty good. So first, we're going to remove the background. Let's see the current background and let's see if we can use some kind of better color. I don't know how we're going to do this. So I'm just like picking color randomly, seeing which one stick, which one doesn't. And also, with the previous thing, is that it's just, the composition is just unpleasant. Like this square thingy, right? Maybe we can make it better, like something like this. I don't know. I'm just trying out things. Let's make it something like this. Yeah, so let's make something like this, bro. Dark background, bright background, some kind of fire thingy, and then we're going to make some reflection. Going to make some glow over here. I don't know what we're doing here. Some fire. Let's do some bullshit. Let's add some bullshit. Let's random bullshit. Go. Random bullshit. Go. Do something. I think I like the the bright upper side and the bright lower side. And thanks for tuning in. So we're going to like improve this further. Let's make some like fiery thingy. I don't know, I'm trying to make some like composition. Okay, it doesn't work. Whatever. Now we have this. And so, with the background already set up, we can start coloring the characters with the color of the background. You know, let's just make some overlay, copy the background color, and kind of like glaze over it. Let's make the lighting come from below. So let's add like overlay, and then add some color below. Or dots, I guess. I don't like color dots. Let's go lighten. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, whatever. We're going to make some random bullshit. Let's add the color from the original artwork. Let's make it not too tall. Let's make it something like this. Okay. If you guys want to get critique, you can join the Discord server here. What's the least favorite thing to draw? I don't like drawing. What do I don't like to draw? I generally don't like drawing hands. I don't like drawing hands. It's so difficult drawing hands. Face, I like it. Hair, I like it. Body, I like it. Arm and hands, I don't know, it's kind of like difficult, you know. I'm just like a newbie, I'm just like aspiring artist, and then I have to draw hands sometimes. And I'm just like, what bullshit am I looking at, bro? Like, it's not even drawing anymore, like it's painting. I'm painting hands. I'm struggling with it. I'm just like, instead of like spending time rendering something, instead of spending time post-processing, making sure the composition looks good, I have to deal with hands. Bruh. Anyways, moving on to this. Let's add some textures because these things are so freaking. Let's add. I'm going to assume. Okay, I'm going to assume that this guy is a fire guy who likes to make fire. Yes, correct. Let's add some like ashes. Let's make some fire. Boom. Boom. Give me some fire. Swoosh. Whoosh. Sorry if I'm being stupid. Let's add some like fire thingy. Make sure the fire is like going around the cactus. Boom. Oh my god. Where am I? And I don't like the face. I don't like the face. What the hell is happening with the face? So let's fix it. Instead of shading it, I think it would be better if you just decided to like make this flat color or something. Like cell shaded. Instead of like extreme shaded like this. Like this guy. Instead of full like realistic, you can make an anime first, and if you decided to render it, you can do it later. So let's fix this with more oranges color. Okay. And then we can decide a more tone color, a more tame color. Boom. With more oranges color. Boom. I know we didn't pick the mouth correctly, but whatever. Then I'm just going to like glaze with some colors. See? It's way better already, bruh. Let me copy the thing first. Because apparently we didn't make a backup. Bruh, let me copy it. Bruh. Okay. So oh. Look at this. Before, after. Before, after. Like it's already way better. And the character doesn't seem like the imperfections, like all the folds, all the thing here, all the rendering, kind of the mistake kind of just went away, because now the color is way better, the composition is way better, the story is way better. So you kind of like overlook the flaw, the problem that exists before, because the artwork is like more, it's better story wise. Of course, we can still improve it further, you know. But make it like some kind of like color dodge thingy, overlay. Boom. Boom. Not a pleasing composition, to be honest. Let's make it so that you're in a freaking tree and a forest. I don't know. Make it so that you're in a forest or something. Boom. Make sure the trees are like burning too. Boom. I know it's a bit too blurry, but you get the point. Actually, let me just make it some harsh edges. Boom. Like, isn't it way better? Like, am I missing something here? Oh. Right? I think it's better, no? Let me see it again. Let's fix it again. Let's add better color. Let's add some moonlight from the left side, because it's on the character, so it needs to be on the trees too. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Add some like, I don't know, some far away color or something. some faraway blue color or something, I don't know. Indicate it's nighttime. Boom. Let me like make it modify, feather it for like 4, and then it's like 2, boom. Or maybe not too crazy. Yeah, let's do that. Boom. Isn't that way better? I feel so. Yeah, I think it's finished, no? Let me move the watermark above. And let's just get some improvement on like the whole painting. Boom, boom. Get some multiply, get some darker color over here. Let's get some fire. Where's fire, bro? Something like that. Boom. Then yeah, I think it's pretty finished. Before, after. Before, after, and we still still has the same kind of shading style, no? Like I didn't completely change the style, I didn't completely butcher it, and it still looks pretty decent. Boom. Moonlight. Okay, time to merge everything. Then camera raw filter this. Then we're going to be done. Oh my god. Okay. Exposure. I want it to be darker, I think. Contrast. Yeah, contrast should be good. Highlight will be nice. Shadow will be normal, whatever. White should be higher. Blacks. Little bit darker. Color. I think making it a bit blue is pretty good. I don't need a tint. Vibrance. Yeah, I think we need vibrance. Or not, a bit. Make it sharper. Make it more dehaze, clarity. Yeah, we need more clarity. Vignette. Doesn't do anything. Curve. I don't know, there's too much shading. I think that's just too much shading. I don't know what I'm doing. Color grading, color mixer. I think the blue is really nice. No? I really like the blue. Oh, this looks good. But let's make it brighter. I need it brighter. Okay. I think we're done here. Commit changes. Boom. Look at that. Before, after. It's pretty, like, look at this, bruh. Before, after. And the thing that we want to do is just like improve the artwork but still keep the same kind of style, you know. What do you think though? Maybe I'm just glazing myself. If that's the case, then I don't know. I don't know. Boom. Before, after. Let me move it so that. Okay. Before, after. Maybe we can fix the face more, but it's just pretty nice. It's already looking good. Right? What do you guys think? Okay, one more. One more. The next one is going to be the cat. Copy this, please. Why can't we do this? Why can't I copy this, bro? Can anyone tell me why? What? What? Discord, what are you doing? Okay, I don't know. Let me see. Let me export the group too first. Who is that from? It's from Kagutsuchi. Okay. They are asking for punchy, more immersive, a bit cold. These are things, even though there are things that it feels a bit empty. I mean, it makes it even harder to improve. I think the main part is the lighting of it all. You know, this, actually, because I kind of copped out of a bit of painting the flower that are more in the background. Copped out of the painting in the background. Okay, so first thing first, I think it's already really looking good, but a lot of the improvement that can happen here is a lot of just like post-processing, you know. Like we need some vignette. We need to make the lower part darker. I have a similar artwork of like similar color here. Let me show you. Look at this. What the hell is happening? Oh. Okay, yes. Look. It's kind of like similar in terms of like ideas, right? Of like at night sky, you try to make something work. So we need more dark color, okay? The thing we can do is just make an overlay layer on top and kind of like immerse it by making things darker. Let me just get normal instead of it. Make things think darker over here. It does not need to be brighter over there. It's darker over here. And we need to add a bit more color. I think we can make it something like a brighter lighting over here. Yeah, the light needs to be like kind of glowing, you know. Little bit of glowing light. Especially over here. Boom. And then you want to like make this thing a bit darker over here. because it's not on the light side. Boom. And also you want to make the whole thing darker on top. Boom. Boom. And also I think it would be better if there's a bit of a like warm color, maybe over here. So need to make some color over here pop. I don't think we need to copy like the warm color over here. I think we can just let it be really cold, really cool. I don't think we need more cool color, no? I don't think so. Also, we can fix the composition like this. Just change the composition. Change how you aim things, Sometimes the composition is what makes it better. Like this. Let's get some watermark. The watermark is important because it's like it's kind of help you with the composition. This is very important, by the way. Okay, it's already there. Make it smaller. We need it to be darker over here. Boom. Boom. Also, I wanted to make it more vertical again. Boom. Oh, my storage. Right? You can much more add like way of make a big overlay like this. Boom. Make it so that the flower also gets some of the moonlight over there. Sometimes all you need is just a better composition. I don't know, I don't think I like the color on here. I think I want to darken it all because I want to like focus more on the cat. Okay, looks better. Yes, way better, no? Yeah, the watermark is very important because like not only do you kind of like makes it so that it's much more official, like it's much more finished. Yeah, the watermark is necessary. It makes it much more finished. Okay, let's finish it up. Boom. Boom. Let's camera raw filter it. Boom. 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 Filter, camera filter, and here we can change a lot of things. This is where the magic happens. Not really, but like it's where. Darker maybe? Boom. I think we want it to be really blue. I think that's what makes it good. Not too blue though. Make it a bit more green, looks good. Before and after takes. What am I doing? Lens blur. Boom. That's crazy. I think we're going to just get a little bit of less saturation. No? Or saturations, I don't know. Image adjustment, vibrance. Boom. This is the before. This is the after. Going to change it again. Make it darker on the outside of everything. Look at that. Way better. Let's see the hole before. Where's the hole before? Look at this. The before, after. Also, the before, the composition is a bit weird. Now it's much more symmetrical, right? That's crazy, bro. Let's make it so that it's like side by side. Look at that. Isn't it kind of like a movie poster or something? Or am I tweaking here? Like some movie poster thing. Oh my god. That's crazy. Okay. Click guides. Boom. Whatever, yeah. Going to export this. Yeah, holy shit. Who is this for? Alvar. Alvar. What is it? Critic. Alvar. Boom. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, let me show you this. Boom. Boom. Hey, don't do here. Don't do it here. Do it here. I think going to put RAS education. Yes, yes, yes. Boom. And then this one. What am I doing? This one. This one. This one. And then this one. Boom. 10 megabytes is crazy, bruh. Let me export. Just do this, yeah. PNG. Alva before. This, and then the final artwork. Boom! Yeah. Yeah, we're going to write here at everyone. Result A. Why is it capital? Result of critique live stream today of, who is it? Immer, Kakutsuchi, and Alvar. The live stream is recorded and you can watch the recording on YouTube. Finished. Run. Yes, yes, yes. Have you joined the Discord server? You guys already joined the Discord server, right? There we talked about composition, storytelling, color, and what else? 4 fundamentals. So much submitting. Why my keyboard like this, bro? See you next. Kachi. Okay. Send now. Okay. Okay, I think that concludes the live stream of the day. Thank you so much everyone who joined the live streams. Who are still here? 2 people are still here. Is it you, Akbar? Yeah. It's been really nice. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys on the next live streams. Hopefully with better art improvement and better critique. Yes. Okay, I'm going to end the stream now. Thank you. You're welcome. See you guys on the next live stream.